Welcome everyone to this edition of Looking at Louisville. My name is Chaz.
And I'm Stacy.
Yes, we're here at the park. We're goofing off. We're taking it easy for a much-deserved playtime for us. But, we're actually here for a reason as well.
That's right, Chaz. Given that it's spring and getting ready to head into the summer season, we love to play outside. I thought it would be a good time to take a look at our city's amazing park system. And so we're going to be talking to two people today. One that's responsible for helping preserve our city's park heritage, and the other that's an integral part of enhancing the future, especially the urban park system.
And since we're dealing with parks, we're going to go to a place called the Cyclers Cafe to eat, so it ties into the parks as well.
That's right. It's a little off the beaten path, or the bicycle path, as it were. And then finally, we're going to find out what Louisville has in common with New York City's Central Park. A lot of fun.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, Chaz, tell us where we are.
Well, we are at
the Louisville Loop.
That's right, and we are here with a good friend of mine, Chris Pointer, with the mayor's office, who's going to tell us a little about what the city's been doing with green space.
Yeah. Well, you all know about 100 years ago, our city fathers hired a little guy named Frederick Law Olmsted. From Louisville, you know him?
Very well, a little known.
Yeah, he did a little park in New York called Central Park. Nobody knows about it. We now have 3 major Olmsted parks. They're all connected by parkways. And so 3 or 4 years ago, the mayor, along with city leaders, decided we need to recreate the Olmsted vision out in the suburbs, and then we need to connect them with the old parks. It's amazing. You get to see all segments of our community. You get to see downtown. You get to see wooded areas. You get to go to see waterfalls. I mean, it's beautiful. And you'll be able to start right downtown here and go 100 miles all around the city, hiking, biking, jogging.
So how many parks do we actually have in the city? And I've also heard we've got just a couple of golf courses as well.
Yeah. We've got 123 parks, 14,000 acres. And that does not include, we have an entire forest in the city, the Jefferson Memorial Forest, the largest urban forest in the country. You can go to louisvilleky.gov, and we have all the information there. We have our routes on the parks, we have how to get there, the route of the Louisville Loop.
Thanks for sharing it.
Thanks.
We'll see you on the
You want to go jog?
Let's go.
You guys go ahead. You guys go. I'm not. They can jog. I'm not. Well, now we've had our fun at the playground. It's time for lunch, and I am
My
starving.
favorite part of the episode.
Yes, and we're here with the owner of the Cyclers Cafe here in Louisville, Kentucky.
This is Joe Sohn.
And
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much. And we're going to have some lunch. I'm going to have a chicken burrito.
Veggie burrito for me, yeah.
And the great thing about this place is not only can you come in and eat, but if you need your bike repaired, you can get your bike repaired and eat, and then go back and hit the trail.
Just ran into somebody that we know that was waiting, having lunch while he was waiting on his bike.
So tell us a little bit about the advantage. If you're a cyclist, you're coming into Louisville to ride, why is such a great stopping point before you come?
After most rides, people are usually hungry and thirsty, so we've got outside seating. People come by after the rides and have a beer or a Coke.
Now, if anyone wants any more information about your location, can they find you on the web?
Cyclerscafe.com.
Okay. This was my first time here after living up the hill in Crescent Hill, and I'll definitely be back.
Definitely, the food was awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Well, we made it to Iroquois Park. Now, this is the area of town I grew up in. For many years, I would come here, of course, walking and cycling. But now they've also got something great that's been here for many years, and it's newly renovated, the Iroquois Amphitheater, where they have many great shows to come see. In fact, my daughter came here and watched High School Musical. Now, if you'd like to find out more information about this venue, this beautifully new renovated venue that you can actually use, just go to iroquoisamphitheater.com. Now, again, this is the park that is a Frederick Law Olmsted Park as well. And it's where they run the mini marathon. So if you get a chance and you're in Louisville, make it a point to not only come to the park, but to go to the very top so you can see the beautiful view of downtown Louisville as well. Enjoy.
Well, we are standing high atop one of my favorite parks because it's closest to our neighborhood, Cherokee Park, with the president of the Louisville Olmsted Conservancy, Mimi Zanil. Thank you for meeting us here.
It's my pleasure.
We want to talk about, we told viewers earlier, one of our best kept secrets is what Louisville has in common with New York City. And
Absolutely.
I think you can tell us exactly what
There
that
are
is.
very few cities that have this park system, the Olmsted Park system that Louisville has. We have 18 parks that were designed by Frederick Law Olmsted and his firm. After he died, they carried on. Louisville already had some parkland set aside, but it wasn't designed. It was basically just farmland. This valley was one of the areas they had set aside. It was known at that time as East Park. They also had set aside some land in the west end along the river, which was called West Park, now Shawnee. And then Iroquois, which the mayor himself had bought out of his own pocket. And they invited Frederick Law Olmsted, who is known as the landscape architect to
So
of
he had
all
already
time.
done Central Park at that point.
Yes, in fact, Louisville was the last system he did. Central Park was the first, a great starter project, and Louisville was the last. So they told him to come in and do the designs, and he was so delighted because these 3 properties that had been already set aside, each represented very different topography, different geography, and to him represented a blank palette for how he could design these beautiful parks. So Cherokee takes advantage of the Beargrass Creek going through the valley here, this wonderful valley, the hillsides, all the meandering of Cherokee Park. Iroquois, of course, highlights the knob, what was known at that time as Burnt Knob. That magnificent
Great overview
overview
of Louisville.
of Louisville, the best view of Louisville you're ever going to get. And then Shawnee, which with its great flat area along the river, was his idea of the best place for the great lawn, which could have public events and great family reunions and all kinds of wonderful things for the community. So it's not just design, but also park quality of the environment. We're very green, very eco. Hopefully everything is ecologically.
Well, thanks for bringing us up to date on
Thank you. It's my pleasure to tell you about the Parks Conservancy in Olmsted. Thank you so much.
Well, Stacy, did you have fun today? Did you get to become that inner child again?
I did. I always have a great time in our city's park system.
This is a great place. I mean, it's a great, wonderful place to bring your kids. It's beautiful. I mean,
And free.
and
Absolutely
free. And they got a water park too. That's great for the kids. And of course, being able to go to all the different parks from Cherokee to Chickasaw to Iroquois.
And all the space that we have downtown for visitors especially. It's great.
Now, if you'd like to participate in this podcast and you'd like to get some cool Louisville swag, just send us, free stuff. Just send us an email, podcast@gotolouisville.com. We'd love your feedback. We love the email.
Tell us where you want to film.
Yes, please give us more ideas and information because it's been very helpful so far. Now, we're going to take a real look at Louisville right now. Stacey, are you ready?
360?
360 look at Louisville.
Let's do it.
Well, as always,
You're looking at Louisville.
see you real soon. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is looking at Louisville. I'm gonna check it. Well, after that big lunch we had over at the Cyclist Cafe, we decided we're going to walk it off and walk to the very top of the overlook here in Iroquois Park. So
Supposed to have an amazing view of the city of Louisville.
beautiful. So let's go.
Hey guys, look at the sign behind you.
Yeah. Oh, it's closed.
Park's closed. Moose out front should have told us.
I guess that means we can get another beer. All right, well,
All right, let's go
we
back.
tried. Sorry.